Good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Lakeisha McKnight is here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm your leadership specialist and wealth mentor. Glad to be here for you for this Leadership TKO Live night show. Welcome to everybody. Remember, on Fridays and Saturdays, we primarily conduct the night show via audio live stream and podcast. And so I want to welcome everybody here. Those of you who are going to catch this night show live, and those of you who are going to catch the replay of this, I want to welcome you to this very special stream. I know it's a Friday. Okay, it's Friday, January the 3rd of 2020. And so I'm just going to give it some time so that Facebook informs you all that we are live at this particular time on social media. So as we're doing this, as we're waiting for Facebook and the other platforms to bring notification that we're live right now, I am going to establish a watch party at the same time. So definitely stay tuned. I have something special that I want to play for you all that's really, really relevant to the topic matter at hand. So definitely stay tuned. All right, so let me go ahead. I'm going to set up a watch party. So just bear with me a little bit. And I'm hoping, of course, that you've had a pleasant day on today. That's what my prayer is, that you've had a pleasant day. All right. And so we're just waiting, of course, for this thing to time around here. Okay, looks like we're pretty good. So we're selecting the area, the group that we're going to be doing this watch party in. Okay, so I'm going to put a topic matter in. Let's chat about opportunities. Okay, so we're going to start this watch party, and then we're going to check the audio just to make sure that the audio is doing very, very well. Of course, for this thing to... All right, sounds like it's pretty good, so I'm going to greet the ladies there. Good evening, ladies. So again, welcome aboard. It's an honor, it's a privilege to be before each and every one of you on tonight. The Leadership TKO Live Night Show. We normally do this show every single night around 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And our objective, our main goal and focus is to really help leaders like yourself, with the ability to win. We want to empower you with that ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. And so I'm excited tonight because many of you don't know a whole lot about my background. I've had the wonderful privilege of being able to meet face to face the one and only Dr. John C. Maxwell. This man here, he knows a tremendous amount of information about leadership. So we all know when you think about the word leadership, you think about Mr. John Maxwell. And so I've been under his mentorship for quite some time. Initially, of course, from a distance and just reading his books. But I had the pleasure, of course, of joining and being a part of his team and establishing a partnership with him. And so I'm extremely excited about what I am going to share in just a couple moments. But I want you to look at the topic matter at hand tonight. Are you passing over opportunities repeatedly? In other words, thinking about what that stands for, the first letter in those words, are you poor? Now, I want you to go ahead, if you want to go ahead and start your watch party so that you can inform your networks about this, because this information here may open up their eyes just a little bit. So go ahead and do that. And at the same time, I want to encourage you to love the stream that you're listening into. If you believe in the power of leadership and building your leadership ability so that you can grow an effective business, love the stream. Also, feel free to interact. So if you have a comment, a question, share that below in the comment section. And then we have the share button. So as I mentioned, you can do your watch parties. You can share this on your timeline, a group, or a fan page. And so what we're going to do right now is I am going to definitely, start this thing off, kick this thing off, right? With a message from my mentor, Dr. John Maxwell. So we're going to play a little message from him, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to share with you how this is relevant, not just to myself, but also how it's relevant to you as well. So let us go ahead and let us hear a special message from Dr. John Maxwell.
Is the word preparedness. Annabelle Dum-Dum from the Philippines, who is a non-government organizational volunteer, gave us that word. Annabelle, it's a great word, preparedness. My mentor, John Wooden, used to say that when opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare. I love that phrase. What was he saying? He was basically saying that we ought to be intentional daily and we ought to be prepared daily so that when the opportunity comes for us, we can seize it. You see, if I wait for the opportunity to come and then I say, oh, I think I need to get prepared. By the time I get prepared, the opportunity's gone. Opportunities don't stand and wait on us. Opportunities keep moving. So when people come to me and they say, I would like to be a leader, but I don't have a leadership position, I say, prepare now to be a leader. Prepare for that position. Don't get the leadership position, then all of a sudden read a leadership book. How about reading a leadership book and then you get the position? So Annabelle, you're exactly right. Preparedness is a great word. And I would encourage all of us to live intentional. I would encourage all of us to be prepared so when opportunity comes, we don't miss it. I'll bet you've missed opportunity before because you weren't prepared. I know I have. Why don't you write me a note? Tell me about a time when you maybe missed an opportunity just because, as Annabelle says, you weren't prepared.
So John Maxwell, even in this little segment here, he's speaking on preparedness. He's speaking on being prepared before an opportunity arises. I know for myself, and I have to speak for myself, and then of course I want you to think about this in terms of yourself. About a couple of years ago, myself and a couple of my family members and even my husband, who was my fiance at that time, we're definitely open-minded. We were plugged into a few things, and we considered, and we actually were open to checking out different opportunities, business opportunities. And so we dove into it, we looked into it, we checked it out for ourselves, but none of those things really hit home for us. None of them really, was an opportunity that we can actually just call our own. Okay. And so, which caused us to continue to move forward. And then with other opportunities, there were issues with leadership, which is really huge for me. Because if the leadership is not strong enough, or at least if they're not leading by example, then of course an individual needs to question whether you should stay a part of that particular organization or not. And that's the position that I was in a few years ago. And so I made that decision to move forward from that opportunity. But the mindset that I began to have after a while was, I'm not going to really look into these different home-based opportunities. I'm just going to be focused in on John Maxwell team speaking, training, and coaching. Just speaking, training, and coaching. That was it. That was the focus. But then, of course, about 3 years ago, my cousin, he shared with me some information about money and about a company that's not a network marketing company, a company that's not an MLM. He began to share this information with myself and my husband, and we had to look into it for ourselves. It didn't take us long. Okay, it didn't take us 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Yes, of course, we said a prayer. We definitely wanted to make sure we were doing what it is that God would have us to do. But we didn't take forever in making the decision. In other words, we believe that God was really preparing us, and the fact that we weren't closed-minded completely to opportunities that came our way. We were going to give it definitely serious thought, but we were not completely closed-minded to opportunities, especially because it was a family member that presented it to us. And so we looked at the information, we looked at the opportunity, and then it totally made sense to us. So I want to ask you this question as we're here in 2020, right? Are you prepared if an opportunity that makes sense comes your way? Are you truly prepared and open-minded enough to be able to look at opportunities clearly that can help propel you forward and change the trajectory of your wealthy future? Because here's the thing. Opportunities you have to be prepared for. Some opportunities you need to just go ahead, you need to take a good look, and you need to make a decision. And so for my husband and I, we took a good look, we made a decision, and we realized that plugging into the money system that many of you probably heard me speak about, the money system just made sense because it wasn't an MLM and it wasn't a network marketing company. And it allows people to become educated about money and wealth building, which is not taught in the standard formal educational system. And so it taught us about the importance of really saving in assets, understanding the difference between assets and liabilities, and being able to create generational wealth. And the best thing of all is knowing that there's a system. There are people who want to see you win, and there are tools available to help you to get on that course, that journey towards a wealthy future. And so I want to just encourage you tonight during this podcast is I want you to be open-minded and realizing that opportunities are going to come your way in 2020. But you have to ask yourself whether you are prepared for those opportunities, or are you closed-minded? Again, are you prepared for opportunities that may come your way, or are you closed-minded? And I want to encourage you to be prepared, to be open minded, because opportunities, even those today, can put you in position to become a millionaire by choice. And with the money system that my husband and I and many others have plugged into, we are definitely seeing results, millionaires by choice. And we're connected to some amazing leaders from around the world who are sowing into our lives on a daily basis. And so, again, if someone even shared this stream with you tonight, I want to encourage you to get back with them, because perhaps they are connected to the money system and they can help get you on the course to becoming a millionaire by choice, just like themselves. All right. And if you're listening in on my timeline, or perhaps on a watch party in a group or another platform, and you want to learn about an amazing opportunity that can help you to become a millionaire by choice, you want to learn about this money system that's helping people to make money while they sleep, helping me, my husband, and my mother, and my father-in-law, and many other people make money while they sleep. If this is what you desire for yourself, and you are open-minded, and you're coachable, then I encourage you to inbox me directly. Send me a message or the person that shared this stream with you, so you can get on the path to financial independence and establishing generational wealth. And so I want to say thank you so very much on behalf of my entire team with the iLead Company. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so this is our episode tonight. Are you poor? Repeatedly passing up on opportunities. In other words, right? Thinking about this, you are passing opportunities up repeatedly. You don't want to do that. You don't want to put yourself in a position where you can miss out on something that's going to help just change your life, your family members' lives, and everybody that is connected to you. So just keep this in mind as you're going forward throughout this weekend. Be open-minded and take advantage of opportunities that comes your way. I'm Lakeisha McKnight, your leadership specialist and your wealth mentor. And so we're going to be back tomorrow night around 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a new episode here. But until the next time that we do come together again, I want to encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.